Bonjour à tous et bienvenue à l'épisode 5 de Batman The Enemy Within. Souvenez-vous, on avait réussi à arrêter le mystère dans le dernier épisode, mais finalement il s'est fait tuer par quelqu'un dont on ne connaît pas encore l'identité. Et on avait appris que Waller savait notre identité, donc on va devoir faire avec. Et on va pouvoir commencer tout nouveau épisode, l'épisode 2 de Batman The Enemy Within, donc avec nommé derrière le voile. Au risque que son identité soit révélée, Bruce doit agir en compagnie d'un nouvel acteur de premier plan à Gotham. Une conspiration criminelle qui met à sa vie tout entière sous trame de la pénombre. Et je sais pas si vous voyez ma souris ici, mais à mon avis ça sent Harley Quinn au centre de l'image. Hein. Allez, c'est parti.
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him, the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line, and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Mori, I will continue to keep it. No reports. Nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not.
Alors pourquoi virer Gordon? Gordon c'est
too
beau.
big for us to be
Pourquoi je le dirais?
ourselves.
If that's true, then reinstate Gordon as commissioner.
You really are loyal to that stubborn old mule, aren't you? I'll tell you what. Play nice with me now, and when this is all over, I'll make things right with Gordon. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge, or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here.
En soi,
Maybe
ouais.
even as much
On joue
as
sur les deux
Batman
tableaux, donc
in
c'est utile
certain
pour moi.
situations.
C'est utile.
I know when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best at the time.
Tactical. Now you're speaking my language.
Oh,
What the hell?
explosion dans Gotham. Au passage, je profite de la panique pour vous dire que si j'ai
Got a
entendu
report
une
of a
boule dehors,
raid on the Gotham PD
c'est
arsenal.
parce que je vais à la fenêtre, il fait chaud.
Those
aujourd'hui.
bastards get their hands on our
Il fait
weapons.
chaud.
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you.
Allez, c'est parti, on va aller voir qui a fait exploser
Let's
cet
move,
endroit.
people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
Très très bien, allez. On va essayer de sauver des gens. Arsenal du JCPD. Livre 34. Ah bah on va pas essayer de sauver des gens, on va plutôt enquêter je crois parce qu'il y a du carnage. Ah non non effectivement non non, il y a des ennemis. C'est des ennemis. J'ai rien dit. Qu'est-ce qui se transporte là? Des explosifs peut-être?
What more do you want with me?
Shut it. You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. I'll live your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your
En
neck.
vrai désarmement, on va la jouer désarmement.
Splatter you all over the wall.
Hop, ça dégage. Ah, finalement on les trempe quand même après. Pas mal la petite technique. Hop, on lui défait ses liens.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Ok, hop.
Hey, you about done?
Euh...
All right. I'll make it one more round.
En vrai on va laisser tomber pour l'instant. On va laisser tomber. Vaut mieux un jeu discret. Et hop là, boum. Toujours la tête contre le sol, ça fait mal. Mais j'ai appuyé. Non mais ça c'est gratuit, c'est gratuit, c'est gratuit. J'appuie à temps.
It's okay.
J'appuie à temps.
Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Allez c'est parti, on recommence du coup la scène. Hop, on se faufile là-bas.
Hey, you about done?
On laisse tomber. On se grappine. Et cette fois, on appuie au bon moment. Voilà. Là c'est bon. Ok. Lui il est électrocuté. Ça dégage. What the fuck? Mais c'est qui a balancé le fluide comme ça là? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça là? Oh là là.
Who are you?
A nightmare, much like yourself.
Oh là là.
You can call me Bane.
C'est quoi ce catcheur là? Ok. Ok d'accord. Y a pas de ring, on peut pas se catcher mon gars. Hein.
A man cannot win a war alone.
Hop. Ça dégage, hop. Ça on se débarrasse
You
d'eux.
fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone.
Ok. Merde, j'ai failli rater mon QTE. Hop. Oh dans le cul. Oh la cuisse. Oh ça fait mal là. Je crois que c'était un catcheur mon gars. Hein. Et j'ai connu mieux comme catcheur. Hein. Hop. Hop. Oh le coup de crosse qui va faire mal. Ah non, un coup de pied. Oh ça dégage. Alors lui il a pris sa petite bastos dans les chicots.
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro.
Bon arrête de parler, hop ça dégage. Hop. Et tu veux dire que tu sens rien toi?
Pay for that.
Ouh la prise se cache, ouh la prise se cache fait mal. Ça pique. Hop. Oh. Il prend tellement cher là.
Save your strength, man.
Comme je disais, j'ai connu mieux comme catcheur. Hein.
This one is
Oh,
mine.
Ah tu veux vraiment la jouer tout seul? Bon bah tu as soufflé, hein? Tu as soufflé. Ah. Peut-être pas. Peut-être pas. Oh là là. Oh là là. C'est devenu un gorille. C'est devenu un gorille le gars. What the fuck? C'est devenu un putain de gorille. Oh. Hop. Ok, on l'a renversé.
I will give you a piece for death.
Non, 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 tu te calmes un petit peu.
Take it.
Oh le gros. Bien joué. Bien joué mon gars. Oh bien joué mon gars. Oh oh. C'était peut-être une mauvaise idée le grappin en fait. Ah il s'est pris le véhicule ou il s'est pas pris le véhicule? Non il s'est pas pris le véhicule évidemment, c'était trop facile. Ouh le coup de catch, regardez le fameux coup. Taillé en pièces, tiens, allez. Oh c'était peut-être une mauvaise idée le tailler en pièces hein. On s'est fait littéralement balancer. Oh putain de merde. Oh merde, c'était peut-être la mauvaise idée de tailler en pièces ça. On a soulevé des combats. Ok, l'effet a l'air temporaire de cette sorte de drogue là, puissante. Bon. On est coincé du coup. Ok, il nous croit mort. Il nous croit mort pour l'instant. Il nous croit mort pour l'instant, lui il est mort. Ah non, pas mort. Il est encore un peu vivant, je crois. Alfred, est-ce que tu veux nous sauver? Bon, allez, pour l'instant, on doit appeler un Waller, à mon avis, parce que bon. Si on n'est pas dans ses bouts de rang, on va dire, pour l'instant. Vaut mieux l'appeler.
Batman? Hello?
Waller. Help.
Il est encore vivant. Il est encore vivant. On passe. Et direction. Ah, mais encore sur les décombres, ok.
Batman!
Qui c'est?
Ah,
c'est elle. Ils n'arrivent pas à voir où il est? Non, tu déconnes. Ah, effectivement, il n'y a pas grand chose. Il n'y a pas grand chose de visuel.
Here.
Oh my god. Batman! I found him!
We're going to have to unpin him. Batman, I'm gonna need your help to push this thing off you. 1, 2, 3.
Ok. On tourne. On monte. Ok. On s'extire. Heureusement qu'il n'y a pas de costume et solide, hein, parce que on aurait été réduit en miettes.
The mechanic who was taken hostage. Where is he?
He didn't make it. I'm sorry. Who the hell did this to you?
Called himself Bane. His crew loaded the weapons onto the APCs and took them to a warehouse.
I really do appreciate you reaching out to me about this. Listen, you really need to pull yourself together because the threat we're facing is worse than I thought. While you were here, a gang of masked men hit a biotech manufacturer. Perf slipped right through our damn fingers.
Bienvenue à Gotham.
Welcome to Gotham, Director.
I've had warmer welcomes.
This Bane and the crew who hit the biotech lab must all be members of Riddler's gang. I need to get back to the Batcave, figure out how this all fits together.
As soon as my team finishes cleaning up that biotech facility, I'll share with you any intel we discover. It's a sign our new partnership is off to a good start. You're on my team now. And
ouais, enfin un partenariat sous condition qu'elle révèle mon secret ou pas, hein, plus ou moins, on va pas se mentir. C'est un peu forcé le partenariat, mais bon.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life.
Et c'est normal, on est Batman.
I wouldn't be here without you.
Je ne fais que mon devoir, c'est
It's the
Batman.
job. It's what I do.
You can dismiss it if you want, but I won't. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You were right to trust the director to help with this. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt.
Et encore une fois, je
Consider
me
that.
répète, mais on a été obligé, plus ou moins. Sinon,
You should go take care of yourself.
notre secret est révélé. Bon. Du coup, direction la Batcave, on va appeler Alfred.
Prep the med bay.
Ok, donc il a une session médicale dans la Batcave. Très très bien. Ok. Donc direction la Batcave, on va se soigner un petit peu pour se remettre à pied et enquêter sur cet épisode nommé Derrière le voile. Voilà, toujours la fameuse voiture qu'on a toujours pas pu conduire.
Bruce!
I'm fine. Really.
Oh, tu m'as un peu
You are
explosé,
not
ça.
fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow? We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
Oh, on a des putains d'échymoses de partout, hein. Ça fait mal.
As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Trying to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to
Allez, un peu
rise.
d'espoir, on peut y arriver.
Alfred, we will get through this. You know that, right? This storm will pass.
Yes, I know that, Bruce, and I'm sorry for not being my resolute self. It's just this Bane is terrifying. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks, Al.
Ok, alors qu'est-ce que c'est cette fameuse fléchette que c'est pris le mystère?
There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Ok, alors déjà, on va regarder d'abord le labo de Gotham, là. Un rapport de l'agence.
Gothcorp Labs, Genetic Research Facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
On dirait que c'était genre... le nom a été givré, il a été comme cassé. C'est assez bizarre.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Ok, suspect mystérieux.
Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Ok, donc on n'a pas grand chose sur le labo de Gotham et le cortège de Gotham.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in
Harley Quinn.
stolen.
Ok.
Some safety
Harley Quinn,
deposit
les amis.
boxes emptied. Contents unknown.
On va bientôt faire sa rencontre.
Over a dozen dead.
Peut-être pas cet épisode, je pense peut-être le prochain.
Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric.
Ouais. Et ça, c'est en accès, c'est avec son fameux marteau, sa batte de baseball là. Je pense que ce sera plutôt le marteau, ouais, c'est marteau. C'est la version Harley Quinn et que le marteau.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Et ben, elle a l'air déterminée. Bon, l'actualité de presse, le manuscrit, on regardera ça plus tard.
Guns,
On va sortir de la Batcave.
What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is.
Non, pas dans les temps où on est.
Taking on all of them.
Oui, mais là je vais Bruce, je pense pour l'instant.
Suicide in your current condition.
You're right, Alfred. I hate to say it, but I'm not exactly ready for round 2. One thing's for sure. We can't just sit around waiting for them to strike again. We've seen the kind of devastation these killers can cause.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside.
Ouais, bah en soi, il est mon ticket d'entrée. Hein.
What they're up to.
On doit prendre le... Ouais, il est mon ticket d'entrée.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Ouais, elle va pas se tromper sur les dialogues, hein, ça c'est clair.
The better I'll feel about all this. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. I'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime. To pull the wool over their eyes.
Allez, je ressortir le stock.
I'm not planning to stick around for long.
On va vraiment la jouer express et découvrir ce qui se prépare.
Yes, and then what?
I'll improvise. So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer. Hopefully the invitation is still open.
Good thing you hid that tracking device on him when you had the chance.
The stacked deck, that's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
No chance.
Bruce et Batman ne s'arrêtent jamais malheureusement. Le repos c'est pas pour nous. Allez, direction sur une sorte de bar là pour les revoir John Doe. Le fameux bar de Selina, je crois, il me semble. Hein. On avait fait la rencontre, on avait discuté un peu avec Selina, ouais, il me semble que c'est ce bar là.
Batman? I'll tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay. It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
It feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of Oh, I am...
Ah tiens, allez, termine ce que tu disais là, parce que tu vas t'aller dire jusqu'au bout. Allez.
Finish what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say you're a coward who lets other people do his dirty work. But you get away with it all.
Ah mais tu sais pas tout, c'est pas tout mon gars.
Bruce Wayne.
And besides the whole dead parents thing. Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Ouais, un petit remontant après ces petites bagarres là, ça ferait pas de mal.
Hey John, what about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress.
Elle a dit un petit peu de... Ouais, on a discuté un petit peu avec
I run a therapy
Jean
circle
Doux.
here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. A tracker, Bruce? Really? I gotta say, I'm disappointed. I thought we built more trust between us.
Wasn't sure I could trust you, John. You were more than a little erratic at the funeral, and it was important to me that I find the Riddler. And, you know, you were my only lead.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's rude, duplicitous, and invasion of my privacy-like, but it makes sense. So, rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I?
say
You're
they
a
want
rotting,
murder, and that the
stinking
killer
corpse.
is still at
That's
large.
who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but geez, Bruce, you really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really
Ouais,
think
par contre, on va pas dire Jean qu'on l'accuse pour l'instant.
No, of course not. I mean, I know you hated him,
On va
but
pas le mettre
killer.
entre guillemets contre nous pour l'instant.
I know what you
Le
were
but
thinking.
c'est d'avoir des
But
infos.
hey,
Donc, faut
no
ça je vais
harm
finir.
done. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. As I recall, you had some reluctance.
I've been thinking, and I changed my mind. I'd like to meet them now.
Really? You seem pretty against it at the church.
Mais c'est vrai qu'on lui a dit qu'on ne voulait pas le
Why
l'église.
the
Hein.
sudden change of heart? It's odd.
The timing wasn't right, but I've reconsidered. The way you described your friends sounded great. A special breed, you said. Inspiring. I like to be around people like me.
I didn't realize I was so convincing. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word. I pinky swear.
Allez, on promet.
Pinky swear.
Friends for life.
C'est vraiment de quoi.
And Bruce,
Il y a de quoi, heureux. C'est vrai qu'on peut doucement
don't
découvrir.
plant
Il est assez
tracking
bizarre, Jean Doux, il est
gadgets
assez
on
bizarre.
each other. You've got my number. All right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine.
Faut pas plus d'alcool dans le sang, gros. Ou trop d'alcool dans le sang, c'est plutôt ça.
You're bothering my friend John.
Tu te trompes, allez.
You've got the wrong idea. We're just having a friendly chat.
Calling me a liar?
Oula.
You shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake. And it's gonna be your last mistake.
Bon, tu veux d'alcool? Allez, hop.
Your
Comme ça, tu nous embêtes plus.
Bye!
Calm down, Willie. Let me help you out, huh?
Bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne. Don't insult me. I got standards.
Bon.
I don't take bribes.
Allez, on va le garder.
Give you a chance. But I guess I'll have to keep it.
Wait.
Jouons là sur ça.
That was a trick.
Hop, bon, le couteau, tu dégages. Hop. Et là, tu filmes. Génial. Hop. Tu te calmes. T'as vu, il filme pour la... Pour avoir une preuve, je pense. Et pour jouer sur ça.
What the hell are you doing to my boss?
Willie had a problem, and we took care of it.
Is he dead?
I said we took care of it.
Quand il est pas mort, il est juste assommé. Hein. Faut pas...
Come on. Better get out of here.
Oh merde. Et puis évidemment, il a filmé.
Hey, handsome. Buy me a drink before you go?
You're following me?
Waller just wants to remind you. Stay on the clown and get to Bane. Whatever happens, keep your eye on the prize. Bruce, be careful.
Très très bien. On va du coup pouvoir s'arrêter là pour cet épisode 5. Après ce petit dialogue, je pense c'est que le Joker. N'oubliez pas le j'aime et le commentaire. On se retrouve du coup pour l'épisode 6 très très vite. À bientôt.
Expecting you.